Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emmeline Rose, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this Lily James Cinderella inspired makeup look. So if you want to see how I achieved this makeup look, then keep on watching. Before I get started with the makeup look, I also forgot to mention that I have two inspiration pictures that I'm looking at. So here they are, right here. Now, let's get on with the makeup look. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to start with my face. If you guys haven't seen my other makeup tutorials, usually I start with the eyes, but I'm going to start with the face today because the eyes are going to be pretty neutral, so I'm not worried about fallout and stuff getting onto my eye. So first I'm going to start off with my Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade Porcelain. I'm just going to take that on the end of my beauty blender and apply that all over my face. Normally I would also prime first with the e.l.f. mineral primer, but today I'm filming this at like 10 o'clock at night, so I'm going to just take it all off after. But I recommend using a primer, and you can see my mirror a little bit, so I hope that's alright, but I need to see what I'm doing. I just dot it all over my face and blend it in, blend it on my neck. I will also have all the products that I use listed down below in the description box if you guys are interested in using any of these products. Right, now that that's all blended in and I look like a ghost, I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Fair. I'm just going to apply that under my eyes and on top of my eyelids. Then I'm just going to also blend that in with my beauty blender. And now to set all of that face makeup, I'm going to be using the Tarte Amazonian Clay Smooth Operator Finishing Powder. And I believe this is the transparent one, so I'm just going to tap it into the cap. Then I'm going to use this little sponge. It's not damp or anything. I'm just going to kind of swirl it in there and apply it where I put that concealer. Top of those eyelids. And I'm going to take any of that excess powder and put it on my chin in the center of my forehead. Just because I do get oily in those spots. So while I let that powder sit, I'm going to move on to doing my eyebrows with my e.l.f. brow pencil. This is in the shade Taupe. I'm just first going to brush out my brow. And I'm going to just fill them in lightly today. In my inspiration picture, at least one of them, her brows just seem very natural. They don't look super structured or anything. So I'm just going to fill them in lightly just to pretty much kind of give them color and a little bit of definition. Especially the tail seems very light. They aren't super arched or anything, so just follow the natural shape of your brow. Now I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. This is in Buff Beige, and my big powder brush by Eco Tools. I'm just going to swirl that around, tap off the excess, and just wipe off that bake and set the rest of my face that doesn't have powder on it. So in the picture from the promo of the movie, don't know really if you can tell that much, but the eyes seem to be very natural, but they do seem a little bit dark, and they definitely do have a little bit of color. So I'm going to first go in with my Naked Basics palette by Urban Decay, and I'm just going to take this double-sided Eco Tools brush, and I'm going to take the, not exactly sure what this brush would be, but it's kind of like a more tapered blending brush, and I'm going to go in the shade Naked 2. I'm actually going to zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing with the eye. So I'm just going to take a little bit of Naked 2 on here, tap off the excess, and just do some windshield wiper motions into the crease to add some definition. Alright, and then in the same palette, I'm going to go in with Faint, that is right next to Naked 2. I'm going to take it on that same brush, and I'm just going to apply it in the crease again, but I'm going to focus it a lot more on the outer corner and the outer crease to add more definition in those areas. Take Faint again, start working on the outer corner, and bring it in. Good on both sides, it looks like. And I'm so sorry if you can hear Andrew right now. He's in the other room and he's talking to his friends, and I think he's being a little bit loud, but I can't tell if you guys can hear him. Let's see. And then I'm going to also take another shade from the Naked Basics palette and another Eco Tools double-sided brush. This one's more of like a shading side that I'm going to take right now. And I'm going to mix Foxy and WOS together, these two shades, and put that all over my lid, trying to avoid the crease. God, him and his friends are being so loud right now. His friends aren't even here, and I can hear them on his phone. I'm just gonna go back into that blending brush and just kind of blend out the crease again, just to make sure that those colors are still blended in there. And it looks like she has a little bit of sheen on her lid, so I'm going to go in with this Chasing Rainbows palette by ColourPop. I just got this in the mail the other day. My mom got a few things from ColourPop, so thanks, Mom, and apparently this came free with her purchase. So I think I'm going to take... what do I want to take? I really want to use this palette today, just a little bit. Well, this will probably be the only shade I use. I think I'm going to take Shade Eclipse. Ooh, that looks pretty in the camera. And I'm going to just put that where I put those two shades from the Urban Decay palette. Oh yeah, this was the perfect shade. And then to finish off the eye, yeah, she has a kind of a little bit of a bright inner corner, so I'm going to go in with the shade Blurred Lines. Whoop. Blurred Lines right there, this one. And I'm going to put that on my brow bone and in my inner corner, just to highlight a little bit. Ooh, that is pretty. Ooh. We are popping. Yeah, and I'm going to take a little bit of Blurred Lines and kind of just put it toward the center of my lid. And to finish off the eyes, I'm going to take the color Crave, this black color, on the other end of the shading brush. It's an angled eyeliner brush. I'm just going to lightly line my lash line with this. I'm not going to wing it or anything. Take that, and I'm just going to kind of like press it into the lash line too. Just to add a little bit of color to the lash line and help define the lash line a little bit. So for the cheeks and the rest of the face, I'm going to go in with this blush by Steve Laurent in the shade Rose All Day, and my blush brush from Eco Tools. I'm going to dip that in there. And her cheeks seem very rosy, they don't seem very highlighted or bronzed or anything. I'm going to add a little bit of highlighter just because I like highlighter, but I'm not going to add a lot. But I am going to make the cheeks look pretty rosy. So I'm just going to smile and kind of do patting, swirling motions. Then I personally like to add a little bit of blush to the tip of my nose, just because I don't really use bronzer that much, so I don't bronze my nose at all, so adding it to my nose just kind of adds a little bit of color there. Like, not a ton like I would on my cheeks, as you can tell, but a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with this Luna highlighter in the shade Electra, and this highlighting brush from Do Care, I think. I found this on Amazon. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on the brush, tap off the excess, and just apply that to the cheekbone. Oops, that's a little bit too much from what I wanted, but alright, that's fine. Okay, and I'm going to apply it to the brow bone too. Okay. So Cinderella is getting very highlighted today. Yeah, if you want to stick really true to her look, I wouldn't add as much highlighter as I did, but I grabbed a little too much, but it looks pretty. Still looks natural. And I'm also going to take it down the bridge and tip of my nose, just because I like to highlight the my nose. Then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray and just spray it all over my face. And now that that's dry, I'm going to curl my eyelashes and apply 1 coat of the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. And I'm only doing 1 coat because her eyelashes really look like they don't have much mascara on them. So I'm going to try and stay true to the look with that. The eyes are done, and to finish the makeup look, I'm going to use the CoverGirl O Sugar lipstick in the shade Soda, and I'm just going to apply that to my lips. And I'm also going to top that off with the ColourPop lip gloss from the Disney Designer Collection in the shade Boo. Just to add a little bit of gloss and a little bit of a darker color to this. Because her lips seemed very glossy and very rosy red. And there you have it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this Lily James Cinderella inspired makeup look. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. I'm planning on doing a few more Disney princess inspired looks in the future, so stay tuned for those. Also, feel free to follow me on social media. My Instagram and Twitter are both Emmeline_Rose_, and my Facebook page is EmmelineRoseYT. I like to interact with you guys on there, and I post a little bit of sneaky peeks and stuff like that on there, so you might want to go check it out. And I think that's all I got to say, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!